This is a video about thinking skills, specifically Bloom's taxonomy. A taxonomy is a way of categorizing something, so in this case, we're categorizing thinking skills. Eye candy Benjamin Bloom came up with this in the 50s for teachers to create lesson plans that were not just about memorizing information. These thinking skills are frequently missing from textbook activities, so for today, never mind the textbooks, here's some thinking skills. You can see from a quick Google search that there are several different shapes used to represent this taxonomy. However, for today, we are going to think about steps, with each step representing a different thinking skill, increasing in complexity. Starting with remember, understand, apply, analyze, evaluate, and create at the top. Now, these thinking skills rise from the lower order thinking skills up to higher order thinking skills. Let's use the story of Snow White and get some examples of our thinking skills, starting with lower order thinking skills and remember. Recalling, we're recognizing, maybe labeling, things like that. So let's have an example question for this level of thinking skill. What happened after Snow White ate the apple? So these are basic comprehension questions, it's just remembering. Understand. Students might be summarizing or paraphrasing or classifying things. So an example question might be, summarize what happened in the story. Apply. In a language class, a good example of this would be the practice stage. Students are taking the target language for that lesson and they are applying it in some kind of controlled practice or controlled drills using that target language. Analyze. Students are comparing or deconstructing or finding connections between things. The key thing here is that the answer is not in the input, so this is not an understand thinking skill. They are finding the connections themselves. For example, how is the story similar to Cinderella? Evaluate. Students are assessing or judging something using a criteria. For example, which parts of the story are believable? Create. Students are imagining, designing, composing. The key thing here is that they are using this new knowledge and they are adding it into their existing knowledge to make something new. An example could be, write a new ending, or what happened next. So why is this important? Well, language is not just memorizing, it's not just answering comprehension questions or showing understanding. To fully master a language, we need to use less complex and more complex thinking skills. Check your lesson plans. What thinking skills are the students using over a lesson, over a week, over a whole unit in the textbook? And check your materials. It's surprising how many very famous textbooks do not have a full range of thinking skills in them. So as teachers, we can add in our own extra tasks to make sure we get a full range of thinking skills. So that was a brief introduction to Bloom. I have more videos coming soon, so please subscribe and give me a like. And let me know your favourite thinking skill, I guess, in the comments.